this is a sad story from top to bottom. There is no winners here, honestly. I had the same reaction when this happened in Chicago, when some infant was sitting in the back seat of their car, like these people's car. The kid was killed by gunfire. Of course, in Chicago, you wouldn't notice this, or you wouldn't think this would happen in a North Carolina town of Wilson. I think I've been through there a few times. It's a small town. It's not this huge metropolis, say like Charlotte would be. But some dude shot this 5-year-old kid in the head at point blank range, as a news article states, in front of his two sisters, 8 and 7. Hinnant's family say the boy was riding his bike in front of his father's house in Wilson on Sunday when Sessoms approached him and shot him in the head. Sessoms is their next door neighbor, and the families are said to have known each other for years. Again, why shoot a 5-year-old kid? A motive for the killing, like who gives a crap what the motive is, has not been released, but a family member said the young boy rode into Sessom's yard. You live in a neighborhood like that, and if kids roll across your lawn or whatever, that's what happens. It's not a big deal. There is no way to say this guy was justified in doing this. Neighbors say Sessoms had visited the Hinnant's father, Austin, earlier that day. So they charge this guy with killing a 5-year-old boy, point blank range with a gun. And of course, this chucklehead rolled off in his car. So about 24 hours later, he was caught and arrested. Hinnant's 7-year-old and 8-year-old sister witnessed the killing, according to WRAL, through their mother. Sessoms lived next door to the family, and the killing is not to be believed to be random. Neighbors claim he had a dinner with the Hinnant's father, Austin, on Friday, and had been over at the house earlier on Sunday. Look at this asshole. That's what he is. He's an asshole. Piece of crap. So the motive is still under investigation. GoFundMe, and if you have a chance, go out and donate, please. That would be great, because this is insane. Why would you kill this kid? Why? Makes no sense. And then they just go over, the kid was, good. He just got done learning how to write his own name. He's going to go to kindergarten this Monday, or next Monday. Again, makes no sense why you'd shoot a 5-year-old in the head. Unless you're, I don't know, hopped up on goofballs, insane. And you can see, this is the neighborhood they lived in. Of course kids are going to ride their bikes through people's lawns. That's what's going to happen. And the mother, or someone says, he was just a loving kid. His mother, Bonnie Waddle, told the Wilson Times he had the biggest heart. It's devastating. No one should ever have to bury their child. No mother should have to go through this. Nobody should ever have to go through this. It makes no sense. There is no... I don't even know how you could even possibly... This is not motive. I'm at a loss for words. I can't... We're living in a weird time where up is down, left is right, and you get this crap from happening. It's... Man. I don't know. I'm just thinking about, like, that happened to my own kid. What the hell would I do? I'd probably lose it and hunt this SOB down to the ends of the earth. Hinnant's family said they've known the suspect for years and did not believe he could be capable of murder. There's something up here. It says, we used to play together and I never thought he'd kill somebody. Mother now has to lay her son to rest at 5 years old, which she never have to do. He'll never be forgotten, Rachel Pipkin, a cousin of Cannon's mother, told CBS. Police were called to the scene at Arches Road around 5:30 Sunday, where Hinnant was found with a gunshot wound. Emergency responders tried to save him, and he was taken to Wilson Medical Center, but he later died. Sessom was immediately identified as a suspect. He fled the scene in a black 2019 Toyota Corolla and was later located authorities in a residence in Goldsboro. What the hell is this guy's issue? See, police charged him with first-degree murder on Monday and is being held with no bond. Thank you. But if he was in Chicago, he'd be released on his own recognizance. Wilson County District Court Judge John Britt read Sessom his rights and the charge he is facing. The suspect said he would be seeking his own attorney to represent him. The probable cause hearing was set for August 25th. You need a copy editor here. According to the Wilson Times, Sessom was previously convicted of a felony larceny of firearms in Wilson County in March 2016, misdemeanor maintaining a place for a controlled substance in Wake County in April 2016, and a felony marijuana possession in Nash County in November 2016. Yeah, this guy was a astounding citizen. Unbelievable. Court records also show that Sessom has 2 pending counts of felony maintaining a vehicle, dwelling in a place for a controlled substance in Wilson County. I don't know why they do that. Goldsboro Police Department, Wayne County Sheriff's Office, and U.S. Marshal Service Task Force assisted in his arrest. The Wilson Police Department sends its sincerest condolences and prayers to the family of Cannon during the tragic time. Neighbor Doris LeBrant witnessed the shooting through her window from across the street. She told WRL she saw Sessom run up to the young boy, put the gun to his head, and fired before running back to his own house. My first reaction was he's playing with the kids, LeBron said. For a second, I thought, that couldn't happen. People don't run across the street and kill kids. They don't. This guy must have been, I don't know, dare I say, influenced by Satan or something? On seeing Hinnant's father's reaction, however, she realized the shooting was real and ran to lock herself inside and call 911. Austin ran out of the house screaming and picked him up. They'll never get over it. You don't expect to see someone shoot someone. Yeah. It's almost like seeing a movie and then all of a sudden it dawns on you it's not a movie. She added that Sessom's parent lived on the street for about 28 years and that she had not previously heard any altercations between the families. There was no yelling, screaming. Neighbors gathered around the scene on Sunday night shocked that the killing happened in their quiet neighborhood. It's usually quiet here. You might hear cars kind of loud and stuff like that, but as far as the right here going on, no, you don't see anything like this. It's sad, it hurts, and justice needs to be served. Yeah, it does. Speaking of the WRAL, the boy's grandmother said that the family is happy to see Sessom in custody but are devastated by the death. They held a tribute Monday afternoon at his grandparents' house in Black Creek in which they called for end of violence against children. How about end of violence to everyone? But I understand in this instance, this makes sense. Really, everybody just wants answers as to why this was done. There will be justice, said Alan Wooten, the boy's uncle. His family described Hinnant as a nature lover who would look after injured insects. He loved being outside. He always tried to save some creature. He loved any animal, insect. She added that he loved his bikes and his 2 sisters and his 2 brothers and that she had now nominated him for organ donation with hope that he can live on through other children. And of course, he was one of a kind. He loved to talk to everybody. He wasn't shy. He was always had a smile on his face. I can see him right now, beautiful soul. He wasn't scared of anything. He was very courageous. Monday's event was attended by the town's mayor, who also paid tribute to the young boy. I have a child that's 5 years old. My heart broke right then. I went home right then and I took my baby and I just hugged her. Mayor Carlton Stevens said. So let's get... There is no way you can stop something like this, because I saw some of the comments are like, well, when are you going to get rid of guns? Well, what if you beat him in the head with a cricket bat or a baseball bat? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the way this young child was killed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference why he was killed the way he was killed, or what way he was. He just was. I think we should all honestly take a step back and kind of look at what's going on in the world today. You have stuff like this happening in a small North Carolina town. But you also have the same thing happen in Chicago numerous times a week, every week, for the recent past, really. For as long as I can remember, Chicago has always been a death trap. Young children have been being killed every week. And do people say anything about it? You hear things about it. The news media might touch on it, but they don't talk about it anymore after that. It's because if that happens in Chicago, it's what's supposed to happen in Chicago. And it shouldn't happen in Chicago, but it does, because you got a-holes with guns shooting each other. And in this instance, some 5-year-old kid riding on someone's grass or whatever, the dude comes out, plants a bullet in his head. Why? Well, like I said, he was probably influenced by Satan. More likely, he was high on something, and it just pissed him off, or he was drunk, and he let his emotions go well beyond the normal discourse of a polite society. And I think that's what's going on right now, is that we have people in this society that allow this stuff to happen, who continue to allow this to happen. I don't know what else to say. I'm stunned that something like this would happen. I used to live in North Carolina for a long time, and it's amazing that no one caught up to this SOB and, dare I say, took him down. But let's let the court system do that. And hopefully, Canon Hinnant will get justice. And Sessoms will either face the death penalty or life in prison. But the fact remains is that a 5-year-old was killed for no damn reason.